Hello and welcome to the tutorial on robotic process automation using UiPath. In this session, we will consider an example of building a workflow using switch activity that asks users their eye color and displays the personality of the user in a message box. So for this example, we have considered 4 different colors, and based on those colors we will be displaying the personalities of the users using the appropriate activities. Now let us jump into the UiPath software. So I have opened up the existing project. So now in this case, let's create a flowchart, new flowchart, and let us name it as switch example. Okay, and now we create it. So we have the start at the beginning. The first activity that we are going to add is the input dialog activity, because we are trying to get the user input. So let us go to the activities panel and select the input dialog and place it in the designer panel, and we'll try to connect it to this start. Okay, so we'll click on this input dialog and let us give a title here, say personality detector, and let us give a label here, choose an eye color. Okay, and we go on listing the set of colors. So first let us add a /n, which indicates the new line character, and let the first color be blue, and second again we will add a /n, and here we will say green, one more /n, 3 gray, and one more /n, and 4 we'll say black. Okay, so let us see whether this will give us the input dialog in an appropriate way or not. So let us execute this. So it has started debugging, it has started the execution, and now it is like this. So we have used /n here just to give a new line after every color, but it has displayed it in a normal way. Okay, but how can we add that /n, or you can say carriage return, or a new line character after every color? Okay, so that we will add up now. So we have come back to our design tab. So in UiPath the /n won't work, so for that reason we are trying to replace this /n by Environment.NewLine. So this will give us a new line. So as this is an inbuilt functionality, we do not include it in the quotations. So it should be like this, Environment.NewLine. So I'll just copy this and paste it wherever we have /n. So here we go, and before this green color we have 1/n, So I'll paste it again here, and one more /n at the beginning. So again I'll try to concatenate it using the plus operator, and in between them I'll try to add Environment.NewLine. Okay, so now let us execute this and see whether it displays the appropriate message for us in our desired format or no. It has started the execution. So now if we watch out this input dialog, now it is displayed with appropriate formatting. So now in this case it has given a new line after every color. Okay, so we can give out one color here. We can just give the number and say okay. So we have not added any further part here. So let us go back and add that further part. But before proceeding with that, we have one more way of adding the new line character apart from this Environment.NewLine. That is vb, let me write it out, say vbCrLf. Okay, so what this indicates is Visual Basics carriage return plus line feed. So even this can be used for a new line character to be added in case of text formatting. Okay, so now let us go back to our flowchart, and our main task is to add the switch activity. Okay, so I'll use this switch and place it here right below this input dialog. Okay, and we'll try to connect it to our input dialog. We can also rename this input dialog as input for eye color. Okay, so the input given by the user should be stored in some particular variable. So for that we'll go to the properties panel, and in the output we'll try to create dynamically by clicking on Ctrl K. So here we'll give it a variable name called as eye color. Okay, by default it would be string, so we should be able to change it to int type. So let us go to the variables panel, and it has taken the variable type to be equal to generic value. Let's change it to int 32. Okay, so that's it. So let us come back to our switch. So just click here, and in this switch we should be able to give an expression, or you can say a condition, which it will verify every time it is trying to go to a particular case. So here in this case we'll choose this eye color. Okay, so we can add as many number of cases as per the requirement just by clicking here. So we'll just give the case value as 1, and for case 1 it is blue color. So we'll be using a message box inside this case 1 here just to give a message. If the user's eye color is blue, then we'll just indicate a message like this. We'll say you are a very brave person. Okay, so similarly we'll go for adding case 2, which is for green color. So again we'll drop in one more message box activity, and here we will give a message that you are very generous. Okay, and case number 3, we will add one more message box activity, and here we will indicate the message that you are very wise. Okay, and case number 4, that is the 4th color, that is black. So for black color, we will indicate this particular message. See, you are very old. Okay, that's it. So we can add as many number of cases as we want, and we can also add a default case which is listed at the beginning. So again, we will have a message box here indicating it's an invalid choice. Okay, so that's it. This is our switch and case. So depending on the type of the color that is chosen by the user, we will get the appropriate message using the message box. Okay, so this is our entire workflow. So let us execute this and see. So it has started debugging, it has started the execution. So now we've got this input dialog. Okay, so first of all, let us choose this blue color, and it goes to the switch part and it displays the appropriate message. It says you are a very brave person. Okay, and let us execute it one more time and choose a different color for this time. Yeah, so we have got this, let's say 3, gray color. So if we do this, it says you are very wise. Okay, so let us execute it one more time and give an invalid input. So it has started debugging, and now it has started the execution, and now we have got the input dialog. So in this case, let me input a number which is not listed here, such as 5. Okay, so now it says invalid choice, wherein the default case was executed. So this is how we make use of switch activity, and we can define the cases as per the requirement of the problem definition. Thank you.